Welcome to another Adminnovate quick tip. Let's talk about job descriptions. Have you ever had a job description backfire on you? Have you ever heard the phrase, "That's not my job"? That is a dreaded phrase if you are the manager. When you go to your team and you ask for something and they reply with, "That's not my job," it makes us cringe. It can even hurt a little bit because it feels like your team is not really there for you when you need them the most. Here's the thing. A lot of people are going to lean on those job descriptions, and sometimes we write them a little bit too strictly, and that limits some flexibility to assign additional responsibilities or ask for things that might be outside of that very specific list that's in the job description. If you have listed out every single thing that you expected the person to do when they were hired, that may change over time, especially in small businesses because things are changing all the time. Your employees need to understand that there has to be some flexibility in their job description. And to do that, that means you have to revisit that job description from time to time. If they think the same job description still applies from 3 years ago, they're going to be very surprised when you ask for something that might be outside of it. And you might be surprised when they reply with, "That's not my job." Let's avoid that phrase altogether by considering some of the elements that are in the Adminnovate model. You have to identify the 6 critical workflows. Now, this should not be written so strictly that you're spelling out every single step in the process or the workflow, but it should identify the outcomes. The other thing that a lot of job descriptions are missing is a purpose statement. This is like a 1 or 2 sentence statement that just gives a general idea of the purpose of that position. It could be making sure everyone gets paid. It could be keeping things organized. It could be managing a schedule or making sure that an executive's time is allotted properly, which translates into managing the schedule. But you see how it leaves a little bit more flexibility so that if managing their time is not just about the schedule, it gives them some leeway in the things that might be assigned to them. The other thing that job descriptions might be missing is called the deed. The deed is the decisions that the admin has the authority to make within specific parameters. If your admin doesn't have the authority to make any decisions, you are missing a big part of proper delegation. I always say that delegation empowers someone to make decisions within parameters, and that's what the deed does. It defines what those decisions are that they have the authority to make. This will give your admin some flexibility to get the job done the right way without coming to you with 100 questions. So as you come across your job descriptions, whether it's a new hire or a performance review, or you just want to make sure that everyone's on the same page, take a look at your job description. Make sure that there's a little bit of leeway for flexibility and build in those 6 critical workflows, the deed, and the purpose.